no other person than our very own Oluwakejo Oluwatosin. She's going to be talking us through innovative strategies for the 21st century. Innovative strategies for 21st century. This is a short one, right? 10 minutes and we will be done with that. So put your hands together as he comes forward. Put your hands together as Tosin comes forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good afternoon, good morning, everybody. It's 12:02. Good afternoon, everybody. Oluwakejo Oluwatosin is my name, and standing on all existing protocols. Let me start from the speaker that just finished speaking. She's actually 60 plus. How many of you know that? Please put your hands together. See the energy. So when I told my colleague here, I said, she's 60 plus. Said, oh, she doesn't look it. He said, that picture there, that picture is 35. She's 45. All right, thank you very much. So I'll try to do this very quickly. My name is Koyejo, for short. I run a company called Chronicle Software Development Company Limited. And what we do is we do education devices. We do solutions for schools. We've been around for 15 years. By 27th of September, I started this company in my final year university, University of Ado-Ekiti. That's where I attended. And on the 23rd of September, I called my friends, 400 level. I said, let's go and build a company. And stupidly, they all followed me to build a company. We didn't have any money, but we're just going. And 15 years down the line, or 14 years, a few months, we are still going. I'm going to share with you, thank you very much, thank you very much, thank you very much. So she's talked about the problems, so I'm going to zero in on the solutions. I'm a firm believer of Nigeria, so when they are traveling to Canada, I'm not going anywhere. And the reason why I'm not going anywhere, because 30 years ago, my uncles went to Canada. And they have aged, is a 30-year cycle. So they are now in their early 60s. So their children are the one going now. So we are not going. The uncles that stayed back in Nigeria were better off than the ones that went to Canada. They're all my uncles. So will this country work? Yes, the country will work. But we have, like she said, continue to push. Then don't forget, the biggest problem of Nigeria is not Nigeria. I'm sure you know that. If you don't know, please know it. People know that if Nigeria works, their own economy is going to go down. So they'll make sure that Nigeria does not work. So I know I'm streaming, and I know they are hearing me, but that's the truth. So everything to destabilize us, but we will not be destabilized. So let's not give up. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. Clap now, please. Clap. So I'm going to tell you a story. I like telling this story very well. Now, please, if I talk to students, I tell them not to laugh. My secondary school, I'm going to talk about innovative classroom technologies for 21st century schools. But if I tell you about my secondary school, please do not laugh. My secondary school was 2-bedroom flats joined together. The SS2 class was the sitting room of one wing. The GSS3 class was the sitting room of another wing. The GSS1 class was the inner bedroom of one wing. My principal's office was one of the kitchens. The dining room was our laboratory. And that was the school I came out from. So the journey, in fact, 3 weeks ago I passed by the school. So I saw another building on that school. I was very excited. Some transition is happening. But I looked. Guess what I saw? The Redeemed Christian Church of God. Upstairs. And the school is downstairs. What am I saying? I mean, they've not really moved. But where I'm going to is, irregardless of where our young people come from, we need to continue to inspire them hope. Just last year, I just got a call, and a sitting governor of this country said, Koyejo would like to have a word with you. because we need success tab for all our students in this state, in this country. Now see where we're coming from and see where we have been by God's own mercy. Now, that tells me what we need to do in our various schools. So let me dive deep a little bit. Slide 1. Innovative classroom technologies for 21st century schools. Thank you. Oh, I have something I can use here. Okay, thank you. So the first classrooms that we met, how many of you met the classroom of the blackboard and the chalk? Raise up your hand. This is an interactive class session. Thank you very much. In fact, if I had my way, I would say the blackboard and the chalk people should come here. So we'll know you. So that when they say something, you say, thank you very much, ma. They are your, Then those of you that did not see blackboard and chalk, let me see your hands up. Halaja Gambo, are you here? Mrs. Fatima, where is she? Aha. Did you see classroom and did you see blackboard? And a chalk. Okay, fantastic. I thought that there was a day where there was nothing of such. Thank you very much, ma. Then we had classroom 2. Now, like Mr. Sime said, these were classrooms that the teacher just stood in front and just spoke to us. Then we moved to classroom 2.0. Now, this is a journey. Now, I saw classroom 1 in my primary school, and I saw classroom 2 in my secondary school. But there was no difference. The difference was we just brought a white board and a marker to just replace the entire experience. But it was better because now we didn't need to wait to darken the board. How many of you did darken the board as a punishment? Fantastic. Our children will not even know what darkening the board is all about. They all have tablets, they all have all that. If you misbehave in those schools those days, they say you wait and you darken the board and you get charcoals together, put water inside. The way you are talking, you have come from, so God has really helped you. All right. Now, so that was classroom 2. Classroom 2 brought in whiteboard, marker, and the likes. So if you are here and you still use whiteboard and marker in your school is about to disappear. You think it's the devil that is, you think there's no devil there. Anointing oil cannot even solve that problem. Students will just stop coming to your school and you think that the spirit in your village has resurrected. No, they did not resurrect. You refused to move with trend. Now, after classroom 2, we now got to classroom 3.0, the interactive class. Now, the interactive class is where a good number of schools are. And we're very excited. In my days in secondary school, we had a computer laboratory. So we would take maths, chemistry, physics with our whiteboard and marker, and we'll go straight to the computer laboratory for computer studies. But in today's classroom, all of these things are in the class. So we'll bring the interactive boards into the classroom, we'll bring the projectors, and we'll bring the laptops into the classroom. Now, a good number of schools are here. If you're there, if your classroom is like that, let me see your hands up. Jesus is coming very soon. All right, thank you very much. So, but this is not where we all need to be. But if you are here, you're fine. But don't settle here for too long. Now, we need to look at classroom 4. So this is the blackboard and marker kind of school. This is the whiteboard projector kind of school. Now, this is where you need to be. We'll call this the smart class. The smart class is where you use digital learning devices in the hands of the learners and the educators. So everybody is part of the learning experience. Then that class comes with rich, unparalleled learning experiences because of the ambience and atmosphere. Now, some of those devices that power such kind of learning, like the iPad, the Galaxy Tab, and our own indigenous success tab made by Chronicles, 100% Nigerian, 100% world class. Please put your hands together for us. A little bit about my story. When I wrote WAEC, if I call any subject, say F9. Are you ready? I say, are you ready? Mathematics. I'll stop my story. Okay, you're not interested. Should I continue? Or you want to hear the story? No, I won't tell the story because I'm on live. Okay, mathematics, chemistry, physics, Yoruba. So I had 4 F9 and I have 2 credits and passes. Bad result. So when I got that result, I said, oh, they sold my result. Like all of us do. How many of you have said that before? Aha. So I now went to write GCE exams. Now in GCE, nobody knows you, so nobody can sell your results. So I went in for GCE exams. How many of you have seen a photocopier before? You've seen photocopy before? My GCE result was like a photocopy of my WAEC result. Any result I call CF9, mathematics, chemistry, physics, they now added biology to it. So when I went back home, I told myself, this is my result. I think that was a turning point of my life. And that time, my mother's business had crashed, so I had to pick up, past questions. I started studying by myself. Somebody looked at me, paid for, extension classes. So that was where Success Box was born. And we started digging into past questions, reading in. In fact, I was jumping express road to go and draw debt for my mom under the sun. I was solving past questions. I never knew I was internalizing the process of generating and exhibiting and showcasing excellence. I never knew. I joined 2 results into the University of Ado-Ekiti because I couldn't even make 1 result. I wrote JAM 4 times, I didn't get up to 200. It was getting bleak. But when I got into university, my first result, the lecturer came into the classroom. Story. And the lecturer said, your results are out. Everybody, I know it's not checking time again. It's becoming very interesting, right? No time, eh? All right. But I'm going to wrap up. So the lecturer came to class and said, your results are out, your results are out. Every one of us, we're all Jambitos. If you don't know what Jambito is, you are from abroad. I'm sure this Hungarian man doesn't know what Jambito is. We can use that to scam him. Jambito means give me $20,000 and wood. All right, on a lighter note. So Jambito means freshman in the university. So we just came in and we were excited to see our first result. So the lecturer said, your result was a good result. We said, sir, we don't want a good, tell us our result. He said, you guys don't know what a good result is. A good result means all the grades were represented. So some people got A's, some people got B's, some people got C's, E, and F. He said, but 1 student got 95 over 100, and I was that student. I had never had an A before university. In 27 courses, computer science, I had 21 A's, 6 B's. So when I go to church to share my testimony, I say, praise the Lord, I got AA. So once somebody called me and said, your name is no longer Koyejo, your name is now Koejo. So, but that's not all. We built a product that replicates success among students. We have a club called Club 300. Club 300 is a batch of students that use Success Box, and they got over 300 in their JAM. There's a school that never wrote WAEC before in their life. We gave their students started using Success Box since GS3. And we had, for the first time, they had 10 distinctions round. And as I speak to you right now, we're in partnership with the Lagos State government. We deployed what we call the Co-Success Cloud to give learning to over 700,000 public school students. And I see that the Ministry of FCT is here. We can do that for FCT as well. All 700,000 Lagos State students can access learning on the cloud with instant assessment on the go. That's exactly what we can do. And that's the future of learning. I want to wrap up quickly. Classroom 4. Then, Classroom 5. This is exactly what happens. Your school needs to join this rank. Your students need to learn in a dynamic way. But the difference between Success Tab and the other tablets is that this is purely for education. So it shuts down adult content, disconnects pornography. Your child and everybody in the school environment is available. We are there out there. You can check us out. The flyers are passing on, and I want to round up. This is how the class looks like. Then, after class room 4.0, what happens? There's another brand class that is coming up. And please don't take me for granted. In this space where I am, I'm a prophet. Let me tell you why. In 2006, we built the first CBT software in Nigeria. That was 7-8 years before Jamb went CBT. So we saw that coming. Now, in 2012, we did the Unified Learning Platform, in which Jimovia gave us a grant for 5 million, although I didn't collect anyone. I just collected a fraction of it. And 11 years afterwards, COVID struck, and the Unified Learning Platform is what empowering state governments to learn. 5 years for the pandemic, we rolled out Success Tab. And 2 years after pandemic, that's the leading educational tablet in the Nigerian market. We're now in Sierra Leone, we're now in Ghana, we are now in Liberia. Somebody should clap for us. So, as I speak to you right now, take notes. There's what we call connected classes coming. Connected class means that your parents will not need to wait for the end of the term to get their results. After classes, there's real-time summary of everything the child has learned, hitting the parent's email. We'll call it the weekly report cards and chronicles. Other edtech companies can call it other names. We're getting to the point whereby the class is connected. The child goes into the classroom, doesn't need to fill an attendance sheet. Something is tracking him on the cloud. Everything is real-time, everything is, inclusive. But you think that is where we are going to stop? No. Classroom 6. The immersive class. Don't mind Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg came out with what they call metaverse. That was a very big lie. That was a very big lie. You need to train your children to think. Zuckerberg came out to tell us that they're going to invest in technology from 10 years ago. But what you did not know was that Zuckerberg was under intense pressure. A document had leaked from a very senior Facebook executive that said that they were culpable in allowing teenagers get addicted to Instagram. And they were already facing the Congress. On that same day, 3 days afterwards, when CNN was to broadcast it on the national networks, Instagram went down. How many of you saw it? How many of you remember? It was just a blob. For 15, 20 years that we know Facebook, they never went down. The what they call damage control. So everybody wasn't talking about Congress. Everybody switched their attention to what? Instagram went down, this went down. And the next thing he came, he said, we're now going to rebrand as Meta. No, they were just what? Trying to hide behind the finger. And what happened? Their stock price got a hit. They lost consumers for the first time in 10 years. And they are not going to recover. So they brought the Meta. But whether you like it or not, something will happen called the immersive class, where you bring augmented reality to the classroom, VR to the classroom. And today, just like what we used to happen, there was a computer lab where we leave the classroom to go to the computer lab. But what is going to happen is the immersive class is with us. So a time will come when you teach, you say, put on your glasses, everybody, let's go to Mars. And your students put on the glasses and they're in Mars, and you're shaking hands with Mars. And the time will come, they put on your glasses, they connect to a teacher in the UK. And the teacher is teaching them, so that's the kind of class that's going to happen. Then I didn't put Classroom 7 here because I didn't want to talk about it very much. Classroom 7's teachers will not like it. But whether you like it or not, that class is not far away. Classroom 7 is called the teacherless class. That class, I wanted to show you a video, but another video you're going to show the one. There's what they call the hologram technology. With that hologram technology, I'm sure you know that there's what they call teleportation. Teleportation is going to be strengthened by the 5G network. This is not juju, this is not witcho. You will disappear from here and you appear in other places. Technology. Yes, it's going to come. So a teacher will be here, is not the one standing, but it's complete hologramic picture. When he stands up, he is not a spirit, it's technology, this is not even metaverse. And he will speak clearly and he would teach clearly. So that class is coming soon. So what will the teachers of that age be doing? They will not be Uber drivers by that time. They will still be doing teaching, but another kind of teaching. So they'll be programming the content that robotic or AI, will be using to disseminate knowledge. So I want to wrap up quickly. This is where we are. Join SuccessBox Revolution. Thank you very much. And if you Google successbox.net, that's fantastic what we're doing. And we have a success tab. I talked about success tab. Please connect with us. And if you want to know more about my colleagues are here, they will flip a paper to you to say it. With this 4 point of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you. You need to get your class up to stage. Thank you very much and have a wonderful time. Thank you.